Hey guys, and welcome back to Anzo. In today's video, we're just going to be talking about a basic recap on the Yankees' last two games in the doubleheader. So basically, the Yankees won the first game off of a walk-off, and then you had the second game, which was a Michael King disaster. If you watched any of these games, I just kept thinking about this one thing, that Seager and Semien both are having horrible seasons. You know, those were some of the people that the Yankees supposedly had on their radar, and everyone was talking about it, even on my YouTube channel. But luckily, I guess we just didn't get them because they actually really suck. And just seeing Seager batting, it just kind of frustrated me a lot. Basically, the first game, it was kind of boring. In the first 6 innings, Texas Rangers basically had a no-hitter, and so it was just like strikeout, ground out, all this stuff. But you could also tell that it was just going to get to Texas eventually because their defense actually really sucks. It looked like Seager and Semien didn't have that good of a chemistry. Their defense wasn't like that spectacular for you to say, wow, I'm going to pay them $500 million just so that we have a foundation here. It really didn't seem worth it. But finally, in the 6th inning, the Yankees got someone on base. It got to third base. Then Giancarlo Stanton basically hit a sac fly and got the runner in. And so we got a run on the board. Now let's talk about Gerrit Cole, because he's the one that actually started off this game. And in the beginning, he was kind of shaky. He walked some batters, and it looked like he was going to break his streak of not allowing a run. He got to like the 97th pitch. He like threw 100 miles per hour. It was really good. It was like, all right, he's emptying the tank right now because he knows he's not going to come in for the 7th. And I thought so too. And he ended up coming back. Basically, we saw an interaction. If you watch the game, you saw Gerrit Cole go to Boone and say, like, no, I want to go again. And Boone's like, oh, okay, I guess so. And then Boone just brings him back out. And it looked like it was a smart decision because then Cole struck out the first guy. But then the next guy, the other guy named Cole, basically hits a home run off of Gerrit Cole. And then you're like, holy crap, Boone made a horrible decision and it could cost the game. You just never let the player decide. That's why you're the manager. You decide. And it's not like we're in the playoffs or something crazy, but like, come on. You don't have to keep Cole in just because Cole says, I want to be in. Well, anyways, that happened, and it's a 1-1 game. It's really a dumb move because Cole already pitched more than 100 pitches. So anyways, besides that, it didn't end up hurting the Yankees because eventually it got to the bottom of the 9th. And luckily, now we have a Gleyber Torres that's actually clutch, and he hits a home run that supposedly the other manager says, hey, look, this is a little league baseball field right here, Yankee Stadium. That would never go out in most baseball stadiums. And that is so ridiculous. He just made himself look like a total dummy right there.
Small ballpark, that's a easy out in 99% of ballparks. So, the wind wasn't helping today, obviously, but, just 3-1 count. Probably King is one guy that you put him back out there, and you're like, okay, he's not going to give up a homer. Just happened to hit it in a little league ballpark, to right field.
And even they asked Aaron Boone, like, do you want to reply? He's like, no comment. No comment. And just something about his math being wrong. And so literally, this guy made a fool of himself. That Gleyber Torres home run would be a home run in like 28 ballparks in Major League Baseball. So he was totally off, and it's just so annoying that now that guy that was just like, the Texas Rangers manager, you feel bad for him because, they have like a horrible record of like 10 of under 500. And then you're like, all right, this guy's trying, and, but he couldn't take a loss. It really shows lack of class on his end. But basically, Gleyber hit that walk-off, and no matter what the manager says that it was barely got out or whatever, Gleyber Torres, he actually leads the major leagues since 2018 with 8 walk-offs. And that's pretty awesome to think about it, that we could be getting the old Gleyber back. He's hitting some home runs now. He's being very clutch. Hopefully it's something of a trend. Hopefully nothing like Aaron Hicks, because Aaron Hicks in this game went 0 for 4, and I was watching some other YouTube channels, and literally everyone was saying, hey, let's kick this guy out. And I totally agree. Now let's get into game two. Game two, the Yankees came in hot. They said, all right, we're going to hit some home runs here. At least that's what I thought, right? And Giancarlo Stanton actually hits a home run in the bottom of the third. With a runner on, he makes it 2-0. And I'm like, here we go. We're going to just sweep this doubleheader right here. We're cruising. We have top 6 right here. And then we have Michael King up. As you know, Michael King actually has been doing amazing. He's been killing it. He's one of the top relievers in the game. And we have him up. But then it starts off with a solo home run. And then it ends up being a whole inning where it's a wild pitch, run scores, and then a 2-run homer. And then there you go. You got 4 runs up on the board. Michael King basically loses it for us. The Yankees had an opportunity with bases loaded, 2 outs. And Aaron Judge could have maybe hit a grand slam. I don't know. I mean, maybe do something to earn that contract. Even though he has been doing good, to his credit, he has like about, 9 home runs. He's hitting like about 290, something like that. So he's been doing good, but not clutch enough. But you can't win every game, so you can't really blame Judge on that. And Aaron Hicks kind of redeemed himself in this game. He had 3 walks. I was going to really, really bash him when he had 2 runners on and he was going to swing and miss or something. But he walked. Aaron Judge, all the pressure was on him, and he just flew out. So no runs for the Yankees after that. The Yankees lose 4-2. And that basically wraps up those 2 games. It was really interesting to see the Yankees playing, and especially after that winning streak that they had. And if you guys were watching all those games, I was pretty hyped up watching them and saying, let's go. Like, we have a team right here that can actually push forward, and hopefully they can make something out of this. Because I'm not a big fan of the moves we made in the offseason. If you guys watch my previous videos, you've seen the things I've said. I wish we would have got Correa instead of IKF and all these different things. But let's see how it all plays out, right? Some people are already saying, oh, Brian Cashman is a genius. Oh, man. But we've seen these moves before. We've seen a winning streak before. Hopefully the Yankees can keep it consistent. And at least Judge is hitting because he's hitting for his contract, right? So we got Judge going. Stanton is always clutch. He always ends up hitting a home run, it seems like. I think he has like 6 on the season after today. And the thing I love the most is that the Yankees have solid defense now. That is something definitely you got to give credit to Brian Cashman. They totally improved on defense. And seeing Rizzo, even though he was like probably, let's say, second choice when it came to Freddie Freeman and the free agency and all this stuff, Rizzo is actually showing up. And he's doing great defense. He's providing great defense. And not only that, but he's actually hitting. I don't know if we should give credit to Dylan Lawson because he's the new hitting coach. And he's causing some of these changes to happen. Today, they didn't really hit too much. But you got to give credit. They have been winning games. And they are on top. We're going to have to wait a little bit, see how everything plays out. But obviously, let's go Yankees. And let's trade Hicks at the trade deadline. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm really interested to see what you think. I'm working on a few things so we have more and more content coming up in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next game. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. As always, make sure to smash that like button like Giancarlo Stanton did against the Red Sox with that grand slam. And make sure to use code ANZO, A-N-Z-O, on SeatGeek to get $20 off your first purchase. That means $20 off any sporting event or really any concerts or things like that around your area. Who wouldn't want to save money? Make sure to use my code and make sure to follow me at Anzo Media on Instagram and Twitter.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed, all the squad here to play.